and I am thrilled to report that the U.S. Space Command headquarters will move to the beautiful locale of a place called Huntsville, Alabama, forever to be known from this point forward as Rocket City.
Trump confirms Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama, will get Space Force HQ.
So, you see, America, this is what's bred in their spirit. This is what they fear. They fear that technology, their superiority being taken away. So Trump, as you can see, he's throwing billions and billions of dollars at this, making sure it's not taken away. They think that the new frontier is them taking over space, and they've done it for a certain time, but it's going to come to naught. Right now, we're standing up before their eyes.
That's right.
But the new frontier is us ruling the earth.
Trump announces Space Command move to Alabama. Here's why it matters. President Donald Trump said Tuesday that he will move the military's U.S. Space Command to Huntsville, Alabama, undoing a decision by the Biden administration to keep operations in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The U.S. Space Command, or SpaceCom, is a joint command separate from the U.S. Space Force military branch, which is tasked with leading national security operations in space. That includes overseeing satellites and networks that provide missile warnings, communications, and in-space surveillance.
Right, so Esau, all right, he's everywhere, okay? Eagle eye, you know, they also have a saying, I looked this up earlier. So they have a motto, IT, if y'all could pull it up too, there's a motto that's called Semper Supra. So you could spell it it's spelled S-E-M-P-E-R, Supra, S-U-P-R-A. Semper Supra. All right, they have a motto in regards to that. And I want to give the meaning of the motto. Make it big, I can barely see it. That's good. All right, so read that. Watch this, y'all.
Semper Supra is Latin for always above.
For what?
Always above.
Right, that's why they exalt themselves what? As the eagle. All right, and they set their nest amongst the stars. Let's get that in Obadiah. Wow. All right, let's get that in the book of Obadiah, the first chapter.
Come on.
All right, so go back to that. I want you to read some more on that motto.
Semper Supra is Latin for always above and is the official motto and anthem of the United States Space Force.
You see that? It says, and is the official motto and anthem of the United States Space Force. So read that in the book of Obadiah. Watch this.
Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Come on.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Right, though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, because it's talked about the satellites. All right, think about everything we do. We got the GPS, you know, so we got these computers, we got these cars, we got all this technology. I hope y'all realize that a lot of the technology we have is because of the satellites that's in space. Okay. A lot of people, we don't think about it because a lot of us ain't techie like that, but that's where it comes from, okay? Give me Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3. All right, Ezekiel 28 and verse 3. Watch this. And what are they doing? They're surveilling everything. All of that intelligence, a lot of it comes from the technology in outer space. Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Right. It's going to be hard to hide anything from Esau. Why? Because he got all those damn satellites up in the sky. Can't forget that. Now, do me a favor. Give me the next video with Trump's press conference, please. Should be in order. All right, come on.
Trump confirms Rocket City, Huntsville, Alabama, will get Space Force HQ.
7 years in the making. As you know, this has been going on for a long period of time, and I am thrilled to report that the U.S. Space Command headquarters will move to the beautiful locale of a place called Huntsville, Alabama, forever to be known from this point forward as Rocket City. Okay, so Huntsville, Alabama, we love Alabama. I only won it by about 47 points. I don't think that influenced my decision, though, right? That didn't, right? But we had a lot of competition for this, and Alabama's getting it. Huntsville in particular, so congratulations, everybody. Katie, congratulations. This will result in more than 30,000 Alabama jobs and probably much more than that, and hundreds of millions of dollars of investment, and that's billions because it can't be millions, it's billions and billions of dollars. Most importantly, this decision will help America defend and dominate the high frontier, as they call it. I want to thank Secretary Pete Hegseth. He's doing a fantastic job, and Secretary of the Air Force Troy Mink. Troy, thank you very much. Great job you're doing, Troy. This is such a big deal. This is one that everybody wanted to know. What are you doing? I also want to thank Senators Katie Britt, and I want to give my condolences. Your
All right, so you can take it down. You can take it down. Trump be rambling, man. Trump's crazy. So he talked about the high frontier, right? So today's topic is Armageddon and the new frontier. All right, so do me a favor. I want you to put this next video up. It's not going to be too long, just a few quick points. All right, read that for us.
The U.S. Space Force, America's invisible front line.
All right, play that.
America's future will be determined by your dreams and your visions. And nowhere is this more true than America's next frontier, the vast frontier of space. The space age is barely a quarter of a century old, but already we've pushed civilization forward with our advances in science and technology. Our work on the space shuttle gives us routine access to the landscape above us, dropping off payloads, performing experiments, and fixing satellites. And I believe we've only touched the edge of possibilities in space. It's time to quicken our pace and reach out to new opportunities.
All right, so stop that. Wow. So you see, America, this is what's bred in their spirit. All right, give me that in Isaiah chapter 14. All right, give me Isaiah chapter 14, and I want verse 13. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
You see that? That's what's in their hearts. They said they're going to ascend above heaven and exalt their what?
My throne above the stars of God.
You see that? Above the stars of God. And that's what they have done throughout time. Read.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation and the sides of the north.
But he's going to tell you where his headquarters is. In North America. You understand? He's letting you know vividly. All right, come on.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
All right, he will be like the Most High. Why? Give me that in Sirach 43 and 6. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the moon. Give me that real quick. Because he understands that he shouldn't be up there. Whose realm is that? That belongs to the Lord. All right, read this.
Sirach chapter 43 and verse 6.
Come on.
He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of time.
Come on.
And a sign of the world.
Watch this.
From the moon is the sign of peace.
Read.
A light that decreases in her perfection.
Come on.
The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above.
It says, being an instrument of the armies above. The moon is the headquarters for the angels.
That's right.
That's what the scripture's saying right there. Finish that.
Being an instrument of the armies above.
Go ahead.
Shining in the firmament of heaven.
So go back to Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 14. Watch this.
Isaiah 14 and verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right, so that's what he does when he keeps taking his trips up there, puts all the satellites up there. All right, give me Psalms 49 and 11. Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11, because they always talk about the new frontier, meaning they plan to live forever, and it don't matter where. You understand? Watch this.
Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11.
Come on.
Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
And they really believe that. Okay? So, with that being said, I want to go back to that video, and I'm going to start at 58 seconds. All right, so we're going to play this for a little bit. All right, there's a few things I want to touch. Play that.
For decades, that next frontier was a benign environment, a place of exploration, of innovation, and a strategic advantage for the few nations who could afford to access it. But as technology advanced, the domain became economically lucrative. Participation in space expanded, and national interest grew. Today, space is like oxygen to us. When it's available to meet our needs, we take it for granted and barely even notice it.
For a lot of people, space is out of sight, out of mind. But in reality, it underpins almost every aspect of daily life. Satellites are a crucial part of more than half of the 16 sectors of national infrastructure. A third of crops are grown using weather data. GPS navigation data keeps supply chains and logistics moving. And the timing signal that comes from GPS is what stamps digital transactions, which means digital commerce, e-finance, none of that works without satellites.
It literally drives the way we do life right now, and it's only going to get more and more important.
But if it's taken from us, we can do nothing else but desperately try to get it back.
Right, and this is what they're in danger. I mean, this is what they fear. They fear that technology, their superiority being taken away. So Trump, as you can see, he's throwing billions and billions of dollars at this, making sure it's not taken away. What? Play some more.
Space is vital to our nation's security and economic prosperity, and we must increase our ability to harness its power and our will and capabilities to defend it. The United States Space Force was created to do just that.
And to tame new frontiers.
Semper Supra. As our motto says, always above. Operating 24/7 to provide and protect capabilities that are critical to the joint force and the American way of life.
In just the last 5 years, the space domain has gotten incredibly congested. When the service stood up, there's about 25,000 objects in space. Now, daily, we track 46,000, and that number is growing all the time. That's almost double, and it's not slowing down.
But space is not just congested, it's also contested.
I think traditionally, it has been viewed as a collection of space activities. And with the stand-up of Space Force and the additional resources and the changing environment and global competition, we have seen that evolve to space becoming a warfighting domain itself.
Over the past 20 years, the Russians and the Chinese have heavily invested their resources to develop a broad portfolio of space weapons designed to negate the U.S. space advantage.
In 2007, China decided to essentially use a kinetic kill vehicle, also known as an anti-satellite weapon, and knock down one of their own weather satellites. The satellite was defunct at the time, but also we know that this is an opportunity for them to prove the capability that they can essentially target satellites in low Earth orbit. And in LEO, essentially low Earth orbit, that's where most of our satellites are operating, especially the ones that the everyday American and everyday user are actually depending on.
That event generated over 2,700 pieces of debris, much of which still remain on orbit today and will for decades to come.
So just like that, we went from benign, peaceful domain, space as a sanctuary, to contested, competitive domain,
and
space
America, they try to make it sound like they're the victim, all of this BS. No, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's what's going to happen.
That's right.
It's because of you.
That's right.
That's why all of this is taking place.
Right.
So they're making it seem like, okay, only America can have that space. Whoop-de-whoop, da-da-da-da-da. But we understand what they're truly trying to do. They're trying to be like God. And anybody who stands in the way of that, they're going to have a problem with it. Let's play some more of this.
warfighting domain.
We face a sophisticated array of threats across every orbital regime.
More and more we see China, Russia, eventually other countries, we see them put weapons in space to try and hold us at risk.
Hey,
and
pause
this
that.
includes
Let's get that in
satellites
second Esdras 15. Let's get that real quick. China is always right there. All right, 46. Read that.
Second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 46.
Come on.
And thou, Asia, that are partaker of the hope of Babylon.
Come on.
And are the glory of her person.
Right, because China, they want to be in the mix on everything America does. Why? Because that's what God said they're going to do. All right, so go back to the video. Come on.
robotic arms for dragging potential U.S. assets out of missions, thus destroying our capability.
Of crucial concern, China has developed an on-orbit sensor shooter kill web that enables long-range and precise targeting of our forward-deployed forces. Intelligence suggests Russia may intend to put a nuclear weapon into orbit, threatening devastating consequences for the world and for the global economy.
Hey, give me that in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Because remember Oppenheimer. You remember what Oppenheimer said? He became death. You understand? He understood at that point, that's how the world was going to end. And it came through who? It came through the white man. Habakkuk 2:4, come on.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4.
Come on.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
He ain't right. Come on.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Come on.
Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
And is as what?
And is as death.
And he is as death. He is death.
That's right.
Because why? He created the atom bomb, which is morphed into what we got today, the nuclear bomb.
Right.
You understand? Intercontinental ballistic missile. All right? So they talking about firing off nukes in space.
Damn.
All because of this damn devil. Let's go back to the clip.
Be catastrophic worldwide for everyone involved. We're talking allies, partners, commercial adversaries.
The initial radiation bursts would render nearby satellites ineffective and useless. Electromagnetic pulse would have initial and lasting impacts as well, based off of the radiation impacts.
Space technology underpins our society in unseen ways and has become an indispensable engine of economic value.
Space enables things such as communications, transportation, navigation, agriculture, energy distribution. All these things are enabled by space.
So y'all understand, life as we know it here in America is no. It could stop just like that.
Right.
So if you want to trust in America, you are a damn fool. They're letting you know. They're letting you know it could stop just like that. Play some more. We're almost done.
These space-enabled activities translate to hundreds of billions of dollars for the U.S. and global economies.
How does Amazon get packages to your house?
Tell you what,
How
we can
do
stop.
you have...
Now what I want you to do, I want you to read Isaiah 13 and get the next video ready with Kennedy. All right, Isaiah chapter 13. So you can see it's not just here on Earth. All right, they getting ready to fight in space as well. All right, watch this. Isaiah 13:4.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 4.
Come on.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations. Gathered together.
They do what?
Gathered together.
Come on.
The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle.
So who's doing this? The Lord is behind all of this.
That's right.
The Lord was behind what? The plagues in Egypt. The Lord allowed Egypt to rule just so he could do what? So he can make his grand entrance and bring them down. All right, from there, give me the book of Revelations, chapter 16. All right, and give me verse 14.
Revelation 16 and verse 14.
Come on.
For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth.
Come on.
And of the whole world.
And of the whole world. So, America's spirit has gone throughout the whole world. Right. All of these spirits of devils working miracles, going into what? These nukes and all of this technology. Come on.
To gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
Right. That great battle is going into what verse 16 says. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Behold.
16.
Verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon.
That's that great battle that the Lord is setting the stage for, and that's what we're witnessing right now, family. But there's a step up. Let's get 2nd Ezra 13. All right, let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and give me verse 31. No, 29.
2nd Ezra 13 and verse 29.
Come on.
Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Go ahead.
And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Right, he's going to come to the astonishment of those who dwell on the earth. Come on.
And one shall undertake to fight against another.
Why? Because the Lord's making them do that. Come on.
One city against another.
Come on.
One place against another.
Read.
One people against another. And one realm against another.
And one realm against another. That's Space Wars right there. So what are they going to do? They're going to leave off from fighting each other and fight against the armies that dwell where? In space, the heavens.
Right.
Read some more.
And one shall, verse 32, and the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen, which I showed thee before.
Come on.
And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Read.
And when all the people hear his voice.
Right, so from all these nations, what do you got? America, China, Russia. Go ahead.
Every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another.
Right, so the Lord gathered them together, all right, to fight against each other. But when Christ and the multitude return, they're going to leave fighting against each other and turn to fight against Christ and his angels. Read.
And an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together.
Come on.
As thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting.
Right, they're going to think that they can do it. Why? The Lord's putting that mind in them to think that. Right. Just like when Pharaoh, what? He hardened his heart, let that people go. Then what? The Lord said, go chase them.
Damn.
You understand? That's what's going to be taking place. Read.
But he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion, and Zion shall come, and shall be shown to all men, being prepared and builded, like as thou sawest the hill graven without hands.
Hey, do me a favor. Go to Kennedy real quick. All right, so that's what's to come. So we understand that. But right now, they're getting ready for the new frontier, thinking that what? They're going to live forever. Do you understand? But God has a different plan. Play that.
Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal promised security and succor to those in need. But the new frontier of which I speak is not a set of promises. It is a set of challenges. It sums up not what I intend to offer to the American people, but what I intend to ask of them. It appeals to their pride.
Stop. Give me Obadiah. It said it appeals to their pride. It appeals to their pride. Read that for me.
Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived
You see
thee.
that? Somebody don't told you wrong. Esau says the pride of thine heart has deceived thee. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Now, go back to the video. Come on.
It appeals to our pride, not our security. It holds out the promise of more sacrifice instead of more security. The new frontier is here, whether we seek it or not. Beyond that frontier are uncharted areas of science and space, unsolved problems.
So it says uncharted areas of science and space. So that's the new frontier there. But God has another plan. Give me that in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. Because they think that they're going to be around forever, but God has another plan. Watch this.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Read it one more time. Come on.
For Esau is the end of the world.
So there's not going to be no new frontier. This is the end of their rulership. This is the end. All right? Read it one more time.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Come on.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So they think that the new frontier is them taking over space. And they've done it for a certain time. But it's going to come to naught. Why? Give me the next video. I don't want the book. I want the video. And start it at 10 seconds.
Bring it out.
Play that.
We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough. And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we are dealing in hate. Brothers and sisters, for generations we've been a people living under the weight of oppression. From the days of Marcus Garvey's call for unity, to Martin Luther King's dream of freedom and equality, to Fred Hampton's unyielding fight for justice. We've been relentlessly pushed down, but we have never been broken. In these trying times, God has sent us a torchbearer to guide our path. Today, I introduce to you a beacon of hope. Bishop Nathaniel.
This is the new frontier right here.
Yes.
You understand? This is the new frontier. Come on.
Back to our rightful place by teaching us the sacred laws that have been our birthright and our salvation.
Christ was the truest of all revolutionaries.
Right.
And each one of us have to pattern ourselves in his image.
Under his guidance, we will walk a path illuminated by the word of God, not the false promises of man. In his hands, the legacy of our past fuels a righteous and spiritual future, a future where we stand tall as children of God, as true Israelites, as free and dignified people at last.
What is a revolutionary? Well, there's two words found in the word revolutionary. Revolve, as in change. We're changing the minds of our people. We're revolting against all the lies this system has taught against us. The Bible prophesies about 144,000 true revolutionaries. And finally, my brother, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word, his word.
So, right now, we're standing up before their eyes.
That's right.
But the new frontier is us ruling the earth. Play the next video.
I shall send Nathaniel, for he is chosen to gather my children and bring them back to me. And I will send Yawasan, Kanai, and the other pillars, that they may stand with him to preach, to teach, and to guide my chosen people.
By your will, by your power, and by your name I will not let you down. Yawasan, Kanai, you have heard the command as I have. The Lord has set before us no simple task. To awaken the people is to stir the bones of the sleeping, to break chains long fastened, to call light into a world swallowed by shadow. This mission will not be easy, but you, my brothers, were chosen for this hour. Your strength, your wisdom, your faith, these are the weapons that will cut through the darkness. You are my generals, my right and my left hand. With you at my side, I do not fear what awaits. Yet even so, the burden is greater than the three of us alone. Therefore, send forth the call, gather the other pillars. Let their voices rise with ours. Let their fire join our flame. For the time has come to stand as one, to lift the trumpet and awaken our people. Go now, Yawasan. Go now.
We are ready for this mission, to undo what Esau has spent billions to weave, to break the lies that keep our people asleep, and to turn their hearts back to our Lord. Can I make the call? Send a message to the pillars. The time has come. Rise, my brothers, hear the call. The hour has come. The mission is at hand. Malachi, Abiel, Joshua, Isaac, Lava, Malachi, Asaph, Isaac, Rise, pillars of strength, for the Lord has summoned us. Stand with us now, for the awakening of our people cannot wait another breath.
So we are that new frontier. Yeah!
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And